All right, today we're looking at central tendencies. This specific question doesn't look at all of the central tendencies, but this is a normal word problem that we deal with when we're looking at means and things like that. So, Paris is playing indoor soccer and scores 3, 1, 0, 2, and 5 points in the first 5 games. He wants to have an average of at least 3.5 points per game. How many points does he need to score in the 6th game to achieve his goal? All right, so what we're going to do, just for the fun of it, let's just consider first the first 5 games. So to find the mean or the average, so just a reminder, the mean or average, we're going to take the 3 and the 1 and the 0 and the 2 and the 5. We would add those together and divide by the total number because there's 5 games. That would be 4 plus 2, which is 6 plus 5 is 11, so 11 over 5, which is 2.2. All right, now that's actually not very close to the 3.5, but, you know, we'll find out what needs to happen. So what we need to do is we're finding how many points he needs to score in the 6th game, so that's our variable, right? Anytime we don't know what something is, we just say, well, it's x, because then I can do whatever I want with it. So I say x equals score in 6th game. Okay? Now, I want to set this up with the average being at least 3.5. Now, this one is actually written as an inequality because it says at least 3.5 points per game. So this is after the 6th game. So similarly, like what we did before, we're just going to take each of the numbers. So 3 in the first game, plus 1 in the second game, plus 0, plus 2, plus 5. So that's the first 5 games. And then in the 6th game, I score x. So that is all going to be over 6 because now it needs to be in 6 games. So this total will be the total of the first 6 games divided by 6 games, which will give me the average. And I want the average, this number, needs to be at least, which means greater than or equal to 3.5. So at this point, you should be able to solve. We'll multiply both sides by 6 because that's on the bottom of the fraction. Remember, anything up on the top is kind of in its own little world. It's up there by itself until we get the parentheses alone. So we multiply both sides by 6. And so when I do that, I'm going to have 3.5 times 6, which is 21. And then, you know, while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and just add these pieces together because I actually already know that 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5 is 11 because I just did it over here. So we're going to go 11 plus x is greater than or equal to 21. So I'll subtract 11, and I should be able to get x by itself. X is greater than or equal to 10. All right, now you can obviously check this out. If you plug 10 in for x and go 3 plus 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 plus x, that would be 11 plus 10, which would be 21, which divided by 6 would be 3.5. And so obviously anything more than that would give us an average over 3.5. All right, so there you go. That's a word problem dealing with the mean, and this is a step up from what you did back in 6th and 7th grade. And so hopefully that made a little bit of sense, and you'll be able to finish your homework. Ciao.